Good morning, everyone. As we wrap up Learning Disabilities Awareness Month, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've learned and remind us of one of our most important core values: I accept myself and other community members. Throughout this month, we've talked about how every person can grow, learn, and succeed in their own way. We've also introduced the No Place for Hate pledge, which reminds us that every one of us deserves to feel respected and included. Before we continue, I want to take a moment to thank the teachers who shared their personal stories with us this month. Hearing from them has helped many of us feel understood and less alone. These teachers have shown us that learning differences are a part of life, and they've reminded us that we can all achieve great things by accepting who we are and practicing the skills we need to grow. Thank you for your courage, honesty, and dedication to our community. Now let's talk about what we can do if we see someone being treated unfairly because of their learning differences. What do we do if someone's being left out, teased, or excluded for something they can't control? Sometimes bullying can look sneaky. It can show up as just joking. Maybe you've heard someone say something mean, and when they get called out, they respond with, "Come on, I was just kidding." But here's the thing. If the joke makes someone feel small, excluded, or embarrassed, it isn't really a joke. It's hurtful. And when we see or hear things like that, we have a responsibility to step in. As part of the No Place for Hate pledge, we agree to speak up when we see someone being mistreated. You can say something like, "That's not cool," or "Let's talk about something else." And if you don't feel comfortable speaking up in the moment, it's okay to tell a teacher or a trusted adult. Being an ally means supporting each other, especially when it's hard. Accepting others means understanding that everyone learns and grows in their own way. It means knowing that it's okay to be different and helping others feel safe to be themselves. It also means accepting yourself, your strengths, your challenges, and the things that make you unique. Each one of us has the power to make our community stronger by choosing kindness and respect. If you see someone struggling, offer help. If you notice someone being left out, invite them in. If you hear a hurtful joke, let the person know it's not okay. These small actions add up and make a big difference. I'm proud of the work we've done this month to learn more about learning disabilities and practice accepting ourselves and others. But our work doesn't stop here. Let's carry these lessons with us every day, because a community built on kindness, acceptance, and respect is one where everyone belongs.
Can you introduce yourself and share what subject or grade level you teach?
Hi, I'm Lacey Dudiak and I teach 4th grade. I teach language tutorial, written expression, reading comprehension, and social studies this year.
What was school like for you? When did you first realize you had a learning disability?
So for me, school was something that I really enjoyed. I always felt like I was going at a super fast pace, and I didn't realize that I even had ADHD when I was in school. Growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, ADHD was seen as something that was only diagnosed for boys. And so since I was a girl, I was just seen as a girl who talked too much. I would get report cards, and on the back I would get an X indicating that I was talking too much in class. So for me, school was something that I really enjoyed, but I frequently, was told that I needed to talk a little less and share my opinions a little less. So I didn't realize that I had ADHD until I was an adult, and I started learning more about learning differences and teaching, and started kind of putting the pieces together like, oh, I have a lot of these traits that I see these students being diagnosed with.
Can you share an experience where you felt supported or accepted by others in your school community, and how did that make you feel?
Okay, so I feel really supported here at the Fletcher School because lots of my colleagues know that I have ADHD and understand that if I'm interrupting, it's maybe because I have a really strong feeling about something or an idea that I feel like I need to get out right then, and I'm not necessarily trying to be rude. They know that that's something that I'm working on. They're very open to me using different accommodations, making sure that I feel supported and I feel welcome here. And that's something that we do for everyone in the Fletcher community.
What advice would you give someone who is working to accept myself and others community members?
So my advice, if you're working to accept yourself and others, is to understand that sometimes those things that make us different can be things that are our strengths. Those things that make us unique can be things that really help to bolster us into adulthood. I think a lot of times if we can find people who help us to accept who we are and believe in us and help us be our best, then having that great support in your life can really help to let your strengths shine.
Do you have any discussion questions for students watching this video?
Sure. I think it might be helpful if students talk about maybe some things that they do when they get off track, or what are some things that can help them focus, or what are some things they notice about themselves or others who have ADHD and how they can be supportive of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.